Hey everybody, Travis here, doing a new series for you guys out on YouTube. It's going to be called What's in My Tackle Box, or What's in My Box. I have 19 of these videos planned right now to go through the different boxes and how I store my tackle, and then talk a little bit about the baits, why I use them, why I like them, and then go over any tips or tricks I have. So to start this off, we're going to reveal a secret flipping bait that I know that not a lot of guys use, probably not a lot of people have heard of as far as using it for flipping. It's more of a popular drop shot bait, but when the bite is tough, it's a confidence bait for me to go in, start flipping it. I've used it on a drop shot, used it on a Ned rig with good success here in Missouri. So with that being said, we're going to start off episode 1 of What's in My Box, and we're going to start off with a basic box here of my jig trailers. I store them in a little 3700 series, I believe, type of box, and you'll see that, you know, how I store them, and we'll start off with the colors I use and then go through the different baits and the colors and the styles. So we'll start off with it's just a Zoom chunk, you know, old traditional style chunk bait. That's like a good one for when the water's cold, you need less action. I have that in the big, the medium, and then even the small sizes. So you can kind of see the 3 different sizes there. Pretty good. So like I said, I use those when it's cold, and you want less, or you just want less action on your bait, or maybe a slower fall. Use that big one. So I have those black and blue and green pumpkin, pretty much the standard colors I use in that particular style bait. Next, we're going to move to the Zoom Paca chunk. I use the mini, I think it's the junior, the standard, and I have some mega. I don't have any in this one, but the larger ones. So like that's the standard Paca chunk, that's the mini Paca chunk. You can kind of see them there. For comparison, those ones have a lot of action in the water, a lot of kick to those. So I like to use those when you want a little bit more action than the chunk, but not a super big thump. Like I have those in Flippin blue, black and blue, black, black neon are the colors I use mainly for that. And then we'll go to another Netbait product. It's the Kickin chunk. So this is a chunk you want to use when it's when you want a lot of kick, you know, summertime, or even like a swim jig trailer. That's a really good trailer. It has a lot of thump in the water, kind of like an Ultra Vibe speed crawl. Next we'll go through, and this is Xcite Baits Raptor Tail Junior. I absolutely love these. Another one with a lot of kick. So I would put this one a more kick than a Paca chunk, but less than the Kickin chunk from Netbait. I also use a Chompers trailer, just kind of a twin tail grub as well. And like I said, the colors we'll go over: green pumpkin, black and blue, Flippin blue. I also have a peanut butter and jelly from Netbait, but pretty much green pumpkin, black and blue, maybe peanut butter jelly. Potomac blue is kind of another one that we'll go through. So that's kind of how I have those. Those are the ones I use mainly for flipping. Occasionally I'll flip like a beaver trailer or something along those lines, but the vast majority of the time it's going to be one of these style of baits. Next we're going to move over to the secret flipping bait that I talked about there in the title of the video. So I also have that stored in a 3700 series. I think it's the smaller, whatever the smaller box is that Plano puts out. This bait comes in a 3-inch, a 4-inch, and a 5-inch. I've had the best luck flipping the 4-inch and the best luck on the Ned with the 3-inch that you'll see. And so the name of this bait is actually an Erie darter is what it's called. I believe it's a Goby actually imitation that's used in the Great Lakes. It's a company out of Indiana, and all their baits are hand poured plastics. So you have the one side that has the mold side and then the flat side, because it's a hand pour. So you have one side that's completely flat and another side that has the more detail. So you can see there's a 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch version here. Like I said, the 4-inch version is probably my favorite to flip with. And then the 3-inch version I really like on a Ned rig. That's a bait that I've had a lot of success down like Table Rock on a Ned. So you can see it here. It's kind of a zipper worm with like a little paddle tail. It's kind of the best way to describe that bait. And that's the secret flipping bait. Caught a lot of fish on that bait before. And it's one that's been pretty, I mean, it's used back a lot in my home state, Illinois, by a select group of guys, but it's never talked about. So I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, about how good. It's a really good flipping bait. It's got a little action, but it moves a lot of water with the zipper tails on, or the zipper on the outside there. So you get that water movement with maybe a more finesse profile, with not a ton of action that you'd get from, you know, like a beaver or something with a lot of tail kick. So that's episode 1. We're going to cover, like I said, Erie darter. I guess I need to go over the colors. The colors I mainly use for this is like a watermelon candy, watermelon purple gold, orange, green pumpkin orange flake. I have a June bug, watermelon red, and then there's actually a color here that I'll pull out. It's a pretty unique color. It's called I think it's caramel apple, and so you can see it there. Chartreuse on one side, brown on the other. I like that. It's a good Ned rig color, or even a drop shot. Good baits for that. So be on the lookout for episode 2, what's in my box. I believe we're going to go over another couple boxes of plastics that I utilize. So be on the lookout for that video here in the next couple days. I'm going to try to get these out on a fairly consistent basis. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment if there's anything you want to see or you have any questions about the bait scene. Please let me know, and I'll answer them for you. Thanks for watching.